The Satou situation is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And obviously, look, we're half time in this game right here. But so obviously, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. It'd be great. It would be great to hit 56.1k subscribers by the end of the day. That would be absolutely fantastic. 56.1k. But I gotta say, like, the Satou situation. So she got benched, and then after getting benched, Satou looks like she's pulling a Dewana Bonner. It looks like the team who signed Dewana Bonner are getting Dewana Bonnered. Satou got benched because her effort wasn't there. And then Satou personal listed out for Sunday. So Satou is now out for personal reasons. We've seen Dejanay getting traded. Everyone in this league is on a 1-year deal. It seems like the coring is not going to be a thing. By the sounds of things, the way people are talking, it does not seem like coring is going to be a thing. And it is crazy. Everything has gone so wrong. And look, they're going to beat the Sky tonight. If the Phoenix Mercury beat the Sky tonight, they might not even make the playoffs. I'm not joking. Like, they might somehow not make the playoffs if they lose to the Sky tonight. But, like, she is pulling a Dewana Bonner. She's pulling a Dewana Bonner. And I'm trying to think of what teams have the ability to go get Satou. It's like players that are on her deal. She's a little bit more tradable. She's a little bit more tradable. That's the only positive, is that there are a lot of salaries that match. And so, like, if you look at the WNBA contracts here, if you look, for some reason on this, I can't just make it. I'm just going to make this smaller, I guess. There we go. So, matching, so the Satou Sabally contract, she is in fact making 215k. So they can go a like for like with anyone lower. Like, the Fever have the salary to trade Bree Turner, as far as I'm aware, to trade Bree Turner for Satou. As far as I'm aware, the Fever actually have that salary. I don't think the Fever are going to do that, but they have the salary to that. The New York Liberty, because they've given MMSM the prorated max, they don't have the salary to do that, to make that trade. But I'm trying to think of who the Phoenix Mercury might consider trading for. Like, it could be a case where they might send Satou to Connecticut. Could they send Satou to Connecticut? Could they send Satou? Like, the Lynx aren't going to get her. The Wings from Aisha Hines-Allen. You get MHA. You get MHA and, I don't know, a 2027 first from Vegas. It's like the Aces don't have anyone to give her. Like, they're not going to put Aja in the trade unless they want to put Chelsea Gray in the trade. Unless they want to just take the chance of Satou at the 3 and put Chelsea Gray in the trade. Like, I just don't know. I'm guessing you guys can't see any of these players on screen right now. But, like, LA for Dearica Hamby. Like, the Sky, the only way the Sky can make that trade is if they give up Ariel Atkins. It's the only way their salaries match. They're not going to give up Ariel Atkins. The Sky for Cardoso, like, you're going to have to give up more than Cardoso. Like, just purely because of the salaries matching. Seattle aren't going to take her for NECA. Washington can literally just take her salary. Maybe you go and take Aaliyah Edwards, because Washington can't eat the salary. Maybe you take Aaliyah Edwards for Satou, and she comes in for Shuk Sutton. Maybe. Trading her for Dejanay. Oh my god. That would be the funniest trade. That would actually be the funniest trade. If they went and just traded Satou for Dejanay now. and just turned him into last year's Sun with a different coach. That would be funny. That would be actually funny. But like, there's like no real good trades. The only trade that half makes sense for them is like Aaliyah Edwards for Satou. So you've got yourself a player, because like you just start the one Bonner in for Satou, and then you've got yourself some players in that can, that can do their job. You've got all your role players back. But like it's an interesting one, because clearly Satou is getting ready to be traded. But like, thankfully the Mercury didn't give up that much for Satou. They gave up most of it for Alyssa Thomas. I think they basically gave up Sophie Cunningham and the 12th pick for Satou. Or no. What did the Wings get? They basically gave up Sophie Cunningham for Satou. And unpopular opinion, if you're asking me who I would take right now, Sophie Cunningham or Satou, give me Satou. Give me Satou. Or say, give me Sophie. Give me Sophie. Satou for an Alyssa Smith and a pick. The Vegas Aces don't have any more picks. They don't have any more picks to give. Sorry, they also got Smith. Yeah. But like, they got Smith from the Fever. The Mercury, literally, all they gave up in the Satou part of the trade was Sophie Cunningham. And I take that. Like, man, I don't even know if I take Satou for Bree Turner. I kid you not. I kid you not. I don't know if I would take Satou on the team. Because Satou's not going to be... This isn't 2K. Satou's not going to be happy in the end of the bench. Like, I mean this when I say this. I would rather take situational Tiara McCowan. Tiara McCowan playing situational minutes. Like, I would rather take that. I would rather take Tiara McCowan playing completely situational minutes. Over Satou Sabally. But yeah, it's all around it's a rough one. It is a rough one for the Phoenix Mercury. And with Satou Sabally going, like, it does seem like that the addition of Kat Copper, like, they were rolling with no Kat Copper. They were rolling with no DeWanna Bonner. And it just felt like they kind of moved away from what was working with the role players and AT and everyone knew what they were doing. They went away from that, and it's just been a disaster, an absolute disaster. And with no Satou, you're in an unhappy Satou, you're not winning anything. You're absolutely not winning anything with an unhappy Satou. Because look, as much as I think Satou is a myth, if you want to win anything, Satou's got to play like the fans and players and media. She has to play as good as they all think she is, which she's not. But if they want to win, she has to play that well.